Hello everyone, my name is Devlet. I am a student of SDU, and today I am gonna solve one interesting problem from LeetCode. So let's start. Linked list cycle second. Given the head of a linked list, return the node where the cycle begins. If there is no cycle, return null. So first of all, we need to find if there is cycle or no, and after finding the cycle, we need to return list node that where cycle has started. We can see there is cycle because the list node by the value -4 has a link to the list node by the value 2. You can see it. And the list node by the value 2 has a link to the 0 list node, and the 0 node has the link to the -4, and so on. And that means there is cycle. So to find the cycle in the list node, in the linked list, we can use the algorithm that goes fast and slow. The algorithm works like this. First of all, slow and fast will be equal to head of the linked list. That is, head is equal to 8, and the slow will run one by one. Firstly, slow will be equal to 8, and after 1, and after 9, and after 4, and so on. But fast runs by gapping one node. Firstly, fast will be equal to 8, and after 9, after 2, and so on. And finally, they will meet in the cycle. If fast or slow will be equal to null, that means there is no cycle. Let's try to do it. So firstly, slow will be equal to 1, and fast will be equal to 9. Because fast runs by gapping one node, but slow will be run one by one. So the next slow will be equal to 9, but fast will be equal to 2. Slow will be equal to 4, fast will be equal to 7, and slow will be equal to 2, fast will be equal to 9. And there is both of them has assigned to the cycle, and they will meet after some operations. So slow will be equal to 3, and after will be equal to also 3, and we can see they has met, yes. And that means that means the linked list has cycle. After finding the cycle in the linked list, we have to return head of the cycle. To do it, we have to move our head. So we have to move head by checking if head is one of the list nodes in the cycle. So to do it, we have to store each of the list nodes in the cycle to the hash set. Because hash set works faster, the time complexity of method contains in the hash set works in one time complexity. So that's why we need to store to the hash set. We are storing the list nodes, not values. So firstly, head will be equal to 8. In the hash set, there is no list nodes like this, and it will return false. If the method contains return false, we need to move our head to the next node. The next node is 1, and it also returns false because in the hash set there is no list node like this. So 9, and it will also return false. 4, and it will also return false, and the head finally will be equal to 2, and it will return true, and we will return head because the head of the cycle is 2. To solve this problem, first we have to create list nodes slow and fast. They both will be equal to head. Firstly, they both will be equal to head, and while fast is not null, because if fast is will be equal to null, it means there is no cycle. Also fast and the fast next. So we need to move slope one by one. That's why we have equal slow to the slow next, and the fast will be equal to fast next, because fast runs by copying one list node, and if slow and the fast are equal, that means there is cycle. So we have to create hash set to store the list nodes in the cycle. Let's firstly add the list node where slow and fast has met to our set at slow, and move slow to the next node. And while slow and fast are not equal, we have to add slow to the set. And if slow and fast will be equal, that means we have added all of the list nodes in the cycle. And after we have to move our head. To do it, we have to check if our set contains head. While set not contains the list node like head, we will move our head to the next node. After all, if our set contains the head, it means the head has signed to the cycle, and the head will be head of the cycle. Yes, that's why we need to return head. And if while loop has ended, that means there is no cycle, and we need to return null. So let's check. Time limit exceeded. Oh yes, because when we were trying to add slow, we didn't move slow. So next value. So accepted. Let's submit. Yes, we have solved this problem by algorithm slow and fast.